he doesn't have any kind of memory problems whatsoever. He gets away and the government is after him. Wow. That's really bland. Great job, movie. You've taken a significant part of the whole Wolverine mythos and just turned it into a ho-hum scene. Great job. I'm going to pause right here just in case I've gone over the time limit, so that therefore I can continue on another video. And yeah, there's a lot of things wrong with this movie. Okay, if this part of the film was cut, welcome back to part 2. If not, if the section just jumps from me kind of blabbing on to this, I'm sorry to have waste your time. Anyways, so what else? So he escapes Weapon X program, and then he gets hunted down by this mutant who was obviously inspired by Domino, which I'm not going to go into that. His powers is marksmanship, which Domino does it far better than this guy. Anyways, and then there's this pointless scene of like these old people and Logan getting used to his claws and all that crap. And gee, what else? Then there's an interesting scene with the Blob. I kind of liked that scene. And then there's more useless scenes. And then there's a useless fight scene between this teleporting guy. I'm not 100% sure who he's supposed to be. I wish I knew who he was, but they altered the character so much, and I never really mentioned his name, so I'm not 100% sure who he was. And anyways, between him and Victor Creed, and then there's an even more pointless scene with Wolverine and Gambit. Yeah, I'd like to just point out to all the fans that bitched and cried because Gambit wasn't in the third X-Men movie, or the third Wolverine movie as I like to call it. Yeah, thank you for bitching and crying for so much that we get a very useless scene just so he can be in it. So this movie can be just that much longer. Thanks, people. I fucking hate you all. One, and for all those people who are going to be messaging, you suck, you don't like Gambit. One, Gambit, especially in this movie, is a very weak character. Two, yes, his powers are cool. Yes, the fact that he throws playing cards and they explode is cool. I am not arguing that his powers are uncool. What I'm arguing is his character fucking sucks. And his character sucks even more in this movie. In fact, they probably could have cut his scenes out, made the movie shorter, and probably more watchable. So thanks, people, for bitching and crying so much that we got this completely useless scene in this film. What else? Then after that, they go to this island in Manhattan, or near Manhattan. I don't know. I kind of lost patience with the film by this point. And once again, I'm not saying that I didn't enjoy it. Up to this point, I was enjoying it. Sure, it was a bad movie, but, you know, even a bad movie can be fun. And then, you know, Wolverine finds out that Silver Fox is not actually dead. She's been working for Stryker to help get him to get the adamantium experiment, which, by the way, this is a very weak plot point in the film. Yes, we tricked you to get indestructible bones and pretty much make you a living weapon that's unkillable, and unbreakable, so we can get your DNA, so we can make Weapon 11 or Deadpool. I'll get on that later. Into the perfect mutant. How does that work? So you're going to give him the ability to beat you so that you can make a weapon, another weapon? I have never understood this part of the film, and even when I first saw it, I was like, wow, that's very weak writing. Okay, well, you know, every movie has points in it which, you know, the writing is just so. So, all right, fine. We'll try to just keep plug the way through with this. Oh, and by the way, there's a scene somewhere where Victor Creed, like, I don't know, kidnapped young Scott Summers, which, once again, that confused me as well, because, I mean, wouldn't have Cyclops recognize Sabretooth? Hey, you're that guy that kidnapped me. Or, you know, even remember Wolverine's voice. Hey, you sound kind of familiar. Or even recognize Stryker. Hey, you're that guy that kidnapped me and did all those weird things to me. Then we get introduced to Silver Fox's sister, who is Emma Frost. Okay, fine. They're sisters. Okay, let's continue. And it's revealed that Silver Fox has mutant abilities, which, you know, all the comic book fans already knew. But then, you know, we get this weird scene where, you know, she tells Wolverine that she did it because Stryker had her sister hostage. Now, I'm not one to nitpick at all or anything like that, but I'm going to nitpick here. Her mutant ability is that she can make men do what she wants by either being near or touching them. Now, why couldn't she have just touched Stryker and tell him to give back her sister and then tell him to go fuck himself or something? I mean, this was a completely stupid plot point. It does not work. No matter how you try to, you know, say this or that, it does not work. It's completely asinine. It's just really an excuse to just prolong the movie. So, Wolverine and Sabretooth have a fight. Weapon 11 or Deadpool is awakened. And let me just say that I was disappointed with what they did with Deadpool. But, you know, once again, I sort of understood because they've already fucked everything else up in this film. Why not just Deadpool as well? But they like sealed his mouth shut so he couldn't talk. I mean, I know he's a zombie now, pretty much, but... And he, for some reason, is Barack from Mortal Kombat, or Barack, or whatever what the hell his name is, from Mortal Kombat, and he has blades coming out of his hands. Which, that also didn't make sense to me. I understand the claws that Wolverine has, and I sort of understand the claws that Lady Deathstrike had in the second film. But the gigantic katana blades that come out of Deadpool's arms, I mean, did you see how long those things were? He wouldn't be able to bend his elbows. So what the fuck was with that?